Welcome to the Beard Minds. I'm Burling's Beard, Ken Breeze. We're back with our second episode of Minds of Madness, though our first episode didn't go as well. This is a test stream, but we are doing some 5th edition role playing. And welcome, guys. How's everybody feeling tonight?
Feeling good, Ken. How are you?
Good. I'm quite good. Thank you. Thank you for
Doing
asking.
awesome.
I appreciate it.
Yes, I'm
Well,
doing good.
well, let me introduce everybody. Shrimp, why don't you introduce yourself and the character you're going to be playing tonight?
Sure. My name is Timothy Pickett, and I'm over here in the Bay Area, California. My character is Shrimp, level 4 Elf Ranger, um, terrified of arcane magics, extremely
Nice.
short elf, um, and I sort of adopted and is sort of proud of the name that was derisively given to him over the years. Extremely strong. His forearms are like stone.
Yeah, love it.
He carries a long sword and a short and a shield.
And the shield. And he's wearing medium armor. He has scale mail on, right?
Scale mail, absolutely.
Awesome. Love it. And that's Shrimp. Looking good. Can you tell us about your character, Alaron?
Sure. My name is Nathan West. I go by Lucretil sometimes, and I will be playing Alaron. Alaron Al Asmiar is a forest gnome monk. He is sort of stature. He's got green hair pulled back into a bit of a ponytail. He's got a beard and mustache tied off a couple places down. It's about this long. Um, and he is a monk. He's a monk who sort of went on a pretty typical sabbatical type thing into the real world from his
Right.
monastery, only to discover that he really likes material things. He likes coin and possessions and all that kind of stuff. And so he never went back, but instead he decided to turn his talents toward dungeon crawling and treasure hunting and that sort of thing.
Nice. We were talking about how he like was on Rumspringa and then sort of
Yes,
like never
exactly
came
right.
back from it or whatever. And last but not least, can you please tell us about your character, Ariat, and who you are, I guess. I guess you can tell us about who you are.
I guess. Okay. My name is Scott Patterson. I'm in Tokyo, Japan, and I'll be playing Area, a swashbuckling rogue half elf. Uh, that is a folk hero known for stealing from the rich, specifically from their graves, and other things valuables, and giving to the poor. He supports the orphanage, and he goes and loots dungeons and tombs to support the needy orphans of Orphantown.
And that's the needy orphans of Orphantown. Orphantown. I like Orphantown. You are literally from Orphantown. I love
I love it.
it. Not that we have anything against orphans here on the Beard Minds. We love orphans. I'm Ken Breeze. I am Burling's Beard. You are in the Beard Minds here on Twitch. And we are getting into some Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. We're going to be entering the Minds of Madness, as you may have been able to tell quite clearly from our graphic. Minds of Madness is an adventure that was written by Scott Kurtz and Chris Perkins for PAX East, Penny Arcade Expo East. I believe it was 2013, if I am not mistaken, when that adventure premiered there. So I ran it there at PAX and really enjoyed it, and thought it would be a great time for us to play together here on Twitch. So let's get right into it. Last time we got together, Shrimp wasn't with us, but Ariat and Alaron were, of course. There was another Elven Ranger with you named Levius, who has since left. Levius has gone back to the environs of Orphantown so that he can try and figure out how much money you guys might be able to get for the treasure you have found. That treasure includes a mithril war pick that you took off of an undead dwarf, a skeletal dwarf, though he still had his big beard. And he was the leader of a group of skeletal dwarves. Dwarves that you realized once worked the mines. You also were able to collect a deed from this dwarf that mark these mines as the Corkscrew Mines, and that they were once very well thought after and highly prized because of the substance called crimsonite that the dwarves were able to mine from the walls and stone of this place. Crimsonite is very, very sought after by wizards as an arcane reagent, sort of like residium, or astral diamonds or something like that. At any rate, you guys explored the mine to some degree. It's very confusing. A lot of corkscrew passageways. You realized you sort of were trundling around the upper levels of the mine and hadn't really made it to the lower levels. But there's obviously ambient weird magic going on, and you guys have definitely run into undead, as well as some very vicious traps, including like a murder ball, like one that would like roll over Indiana Jones or something like that. So there's a lot of traps in there, and I don't know if you guys actually made a map from last time. I don't think any of you actually did.
I did actually.
Oh, you did. Good.
Yeah,
All right. Well, good. All right.
It's over there.
I think we should. That's the scene. I think we're going to start with then, with Alaron desperately digging through his pack, looking for a map that he thinks that he was able to make. As Shrimp, you have arrived. You know these guys. You know Alaron. You know Ariat. You have come here specifically to find the Forever Stone with them. You arrived a little late. So you missed Levius, obviously, but you have taken his place, as the case may be. And the three of you have rested, you've recuperated, and you've decided that not only were you able to find a Mithril War Pick, you were able to find a Golem Bane Warhammer, a magical Warhammer. And you've decided to keep both of these items for now. You have not sent them back to Orphan Town to have them appraised. You've instead held on to them so that you can use them. And in fact, Shrimp, you are the only one who is proficient with the Golem Bane Warhammer. The other two cannot actually wield it proficiently. So if you want to wield a Golem Bane Warhammer, you may do so immediately.
I do. I snatch it up. I'm like, is this in use?
No. We found it down there. It's all yours. We found it. We found a sign talking down there that this is used to suppress golems. So if you have any golems that need suppressing, that's pretty much going to be your job for him.
This place feels like magic. This place feels like magic. This place feels like magic.
There's some of that.
I grab the warhammer and I like kind of hold it tight.
You do. You feel as if once you come into contact with it, think of like the best way I can describe this hammer is like the hammer from Donkey Kong that Mario uses. It's like just a really big blocky hammer. Like it's just like a cinder block almost on there. It's red-ish, and the handle is metal. The shaft, if you will. However, as you grab the Golem Bane hammer, Shrimp, you immediately realize that this is a magical weapon, and that were you to attune yourself to it, that its special purpose would be made clear to you. You've obviously been told what it does, so its special purpose is probably already pretty clear to you. You can spend an hour attuning to this item. Effectively, you do this before you go into the Mines of Madness. It is a +1/+1 Warhammer, so it's basically just like your longsword, except you have a +1 to a hit and +1 attack. It does the same damage as your longsword, 1d8. Though, were you to hold it in two hands, wield it in two hands, if you were to put your shield down, it would do 1d10 damage. It is a versatile weapon. Additionally, you know that were you to strike a golem with this warhammer, they would be immediately stunned.
Wow.
Yeah, we had the idea that if we were to find a golem made of gold, we would use the hammer just to kind of trundle it out.
Just have it come with it.
Keep it pacified, basically, yeah.
Well, I continue to wield my shield as well.
Cool. Yep. Just letting you know in the future, if that's something you want to do, you definitely could. So you guys seem pretty ready. The rubble and flinders of rotten wood are sort of piled around the mouth of a 10-foot wide, 10-foot high tunnel that is carved into a rocky hillside in front of you. The sky above you is sort of a weird gray leaden color. It is morning, but it is a dour morning. You can see that the floor of the tunnel ahead of you looks like it's covered in loose dust, and there are wooden buttresses and crossbeams that support the tunnel ceiling. They definitely have seen better days. It looks like that they could collapse or be made to collapse quite easily. All of you have dark vision, so you don't need to really worry about torches or anything like that. So you are actually able to see ahead 60 feet quite easily. I'd love to know who's in front, who's in the middle, and who's in the back. Again, it's a 10-foot wide tunnel, so you can stand two abreast if you'd like. But what is your party marching order?
Do you want to be in the front, Mr. Shield? Has a shield?
Shrimp indicates that if other folks are interested in going in front, that's great. But he also if there's a lingering pause, then Shrimp steps forward and is clearly very very confident.
I'll step ahead too.
So it sounds like Alaron is taking the lead, and well, how about for Ariat? Is he sort of waiting or?
I was about to step forward as well, but when Alaron did, he's like shrugged.
So it sounds to me like Alaron and Ariat are in the front, and Shrimp is in the back. That's what it sounds like to me.
We'll let you know what bad stuff you're gonna run into.
That sounds like the party marching order. You let me know if I'm incorrect or that changes. But for now, Ariat, Alaron in the front, moving stealthily from what I understand. Shrimp also in the back, maybe also moving stealthily. I don't know. Having more trouble. He is at disadvantage to stealth checks. So maybe not the stealthiest, but you guys are pretty stealthy.
I was enjoying it so much.
I know you were.
I'm super stealthy, you guys.
Yeah, Shrimp is very confident in his stealthing abilities, and you.
Yeah, I'm so small.
And you guys remember that there was a rune carved into the ground at the entryway here that flashed with magic and caused rubble to shatter and fall on you the last time you were here. You also found the corpses of goblins here that you found like shattered weapons with. And you guys thought that you saw tracks of other goblins going further into the mines. Though in your last expedition, you did not run into any goblins. You ran into undead dwarfs instead. However, 60 feet ahead, Ariat and Alaron and Shrimp, you can tell into the tunnel. It is a four-way intersection. So you guys know that you could go left or right or ahead. Previously, your group did go ahead. You went forward.
I want to take a look at this rune. I want to see if it's like charged itself back up while we were sleeping last night.
Go ahead and make an You guys can all make an Arcana check, please.
Big 3.
17.
17. 18. You guys believe that the trap is disabled currently.
All right.
You don't.
Rock at it just in case.
Cool. Yeah. Nothing happens as your rock hits it.
I leap back. I just leap back.
It's fine. It's
So
fine.
my athletic skill comes into play.
Yeah.
I leap back.
No. In D&D, you literally can jump your strength in feet if you get a running start. Yes, you jump back 20 feet. Awesome.
All right.
Very good.
I mean, it seems fine to me, Area. You wanna go?
Nothing happens. Do any of you speak Dwarven or read Dwarven?
Yes.
I do actually.
Yes, the rune is a name. It's very clear to you. It says Max Jaegershield, which you remember to be the name of the dwarf that you took the mithril pick off of and the deed for the mine itself off of. Yes.
Yeah. And there were no eggs for anyone anymore.
No, well, that's what he was talking about last time.
We should have brought some eggs just in case.
Exactly. You guys, I can't believe you guys didn't bring any eggs. Like, what the fuck?
All right. Oh, which reminds me, did we want to well, it's fine. Let's go forward, Ariat, shall we? And Shrimp.
Let's go forward.
You guys,
Yeah, that was a good jump, Shrimp.
you guys creep back into the Mines of Madness, and you head to that four-way intersection. You can see to your right, it looks as if the tunnel goes off 60 feet ahead into darkness. You don't know where it goes. To your left, you can see that the tunnel heads about 50 feet and then jags off to the left. Ahead of you, you can see the tunnel heads out probably about 50 feet and then jags off to the right.
I think I know the way we went last time, right? You found those stairs with the. Was that you who blew that up?
No, that was the other
Alright.
guy.
Yeah.
He didn't take the mixer.
Yeah, I want to go back down
I
there.
don't usually blow traps up. I usually take them out.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Cool. So you guys are heading
Straight ahead.
forward. All right. As you're heading forward, you can definitely see that the mine tunnels are pretty uniform. They're not really work stone. They're pretty rough-hewn stone with wooden buttresses. It looks like those wooden buttresses are pretty weak and could probably be smashed easily if needed to make a collapse of stone. You guys are going forward into the mines and you pass by the four-way intersection. You are moving stealthily, though Shrimp's armor is making a lot more noise than Levius did when he was with you. He was wearing leather armor, if you remember. Levius is gone, though, and Shrimp is here as you guys are going now angling down, and it's like a corkscrew, basically, of a kind of a tunnel that you're heading down. The corkscrew deposits you. You can see a larger room is ahead of you. And oddly enough, you can see Ariat and Alaron. The room is empty, but the floor of this 20-foot high cave sort of rises up a little bit in the middle, almost like an island. It sort of creates like sort of a 10-foot high rocky shelf. And you can see there are broken picks and shovels that are haphazardly sort of scattered around this room. You can't really see what's up on the shelf.
Is that a new thing? Is that shelf new?
You guys maybe didn't see this in the darkness the last time you went this way. Who knows? But this is new to you. It seems. Maybe something has changed. Maybe something's changed since the last time you were here. Who knows?
Quiverton looked at Aderon. Is that there before?
I don't remember. He was standing on something last. The dwarf skeleton was standing on something, and it was like a stage where he was like shouting out commands to his dwarven skeletons.
And I think he was also standing on a pile of gunpowder.
That's right. He was on a barrel of some kind.
Is that barrel still there?
Yeah.
You guys do not see any barrels. You don't see any dwarven skeletons. This chamber that you are coming upon does not look to be the same dimensions or to be worked like the other one that you were in. You think this might be a different chamber.
Oh, goodness. Are we lost?
Well, I'm so glad I found my map because it's a lot handy. All right. Well. All right. Shrimp, I don't know where we are. Where we're lost, by the way.
Okay.
Do you have any breadcrumbs?
Shrimp goes forward and starts to circle around the rise in the middle of the ring.
Cool.
This is a
Yeah.
cave?
It is natural. And Shrimp, as you push forward and start to head into the room, you guys can definitely see that it's about 40 feet long, if you will, and about 30 feet wide. As you push in, you can see that there's that 10-foot tall shelf. You can't really see what's on top of it. But to your left, about 20 feet away, is another tunnel that leads out of here. And then to your right, basically, as you're sort of going around the shelf, you can see like at the bottom of the room, if you will, below you, if that makes any sense, is another way out of here. So that looks like there's two other exits from this room that are visible.
Opposite each other, left and right walls, basically.
Effectively, yes.
And Shrimp, I'm just going to just jump up and grab onto the ledge.
Yeah.
Just lift up and see what's there hanging off the edge.
Cool. You can definitely see the rocky shelf. It looks like there's two nests made from straw and other detritus. You're not sure what's in the nests. If anything, you'd need to like get up there.
As I hang there, I just turn to you two and I say, "Hey, there's a couple of nests up here."
Well, like bird nests?
Maybe. Okay, I'll take a look when I scramble up.
Cool. You
Lift up short sword.
Yeah, I look up at the ceiling.
All right, you look up at the ceiling with your dark vision, and again, just so we're very clear, gentlemen, dark vision shows you the world in black and white. It also lets you see in dim light, not bright light. Creatures can hide in dim light. So it is possible. Think of the world, seeing the world in chiaroscuro. You're seeing it in black and white. So shadows are really deep. You know what I mean? So it's like dark vision isn't perfect vision. It's not like there's bright firelight giving you color and 3D. It's a little harder to see. That being said, you do not see anything on the ceiling that is moving or catching your eye or anything like that. As Shrimp climbs up onto the rocky shelf, you look inside one of the nests and you can see it contains 4 speckled eggs. It looks like they are sort of a cream color with green speckles on them. You can make a nature check if you would like, Shrimp.
You guys, there's eggs up here.
Ooh, is there a forever stone that looks like an egg?
You were looking. What?
Is there a forever stone that looks like an egg? We can get this done real fast. We can get it out of here.
I think so. I rolled a 9 on my nature.
Yeah, they look like maybe chicken eggs, possibly. You're not 100% sure what they are.
They're that size. They're like.
They are definitely about that size. Yes.
I take one, I pick it up, and I kind of hand it down.
Wait, what?
I hand it down to you.
You can see
Why?
you can see that both the nests do have eggs. One has 4 and one has 3. Now they both have 3 as you've taken one of the eggs out and sort of handing it down.
I don't really want to piss off Mom.
You guys can both make nature checks, Ariat and Alaron, as you can see the egg.
Now, were these eggs the dwarf Max Jaegershield was talking about?
Who knows?
Oh, maybe.
Who knows?
I got 21 nature.
Okay.
A 7 nature. I'm sorry, 6 nature.
Awesome. Yeah, these might be duck eggs. You're not sure, or maybe they're orphan eggs. You're not sure, Ariat. There are definitely eggs. Alaron, you are very 100% sure that these are cockatrice
Oh, put them
eggs.
back. Put them back. Don't want them.
What?
Oh, what is it?
What is that?
A cockatrice.
It's
It's
delicious.
imagine like an evil chicken that turns you to stone.
Oh.
You're
Okay.
heading up to the turn to stone.
All right.
Yeah.
You have to turn to sun.
I
You guys, I
it's
mean,
like a mirror.
you guys have definitely heard that eggs of magical creatures might be worth money. Who knows? But
Oh, that's right.
they are definitely very fragile. They are eggs. But yeah, that's what's going on.
Maybe we can leave these here and then get them on the way out.
Yeah,
Sure.
that sounds good. I wonder how
That's a very good idea.
how many orphans per egg can be fed with them.
You
Each egg just
you definitely think an egg could feed 2 orphans. You think
Okay.
in terms of meat or in terms of money.
in terms of sustenance.
Yeah. So if we sell the eggs,
Like, well, yeah. Then who knows? I mean, that then you can buy stuff because money can be exchanged for goods and services.
all right.
Just want to make
You have
sure.
a mirror or anything shine. How shiny is your shield? Sure.
It's
Metal?
not at all shiny.
Not at all shiny.
It's just,
Yeah,
it's just
we have kind of a don't look in their eyes situation going on here.
really in their eyes.
You haven't seen or heard or seen anything that might. There's nothing moving around here. There are no. There's.
But if we see any big chickens, don't look in their eyes.
Yeah.
I think
pretty
that,
much.
Yeah. So,
words of wisdom to live by.
Ariat's going to quietly circle the dais in the center of them, or the raised platform.
Yeah.
And before he goes around each corner, he'll peek around, looking for cockatrices, chickens, traps, other sundry dangerous items.
Yeah, you do not detect anything in here. No movement, no traps. There's only 2 other exits, one to your left and one to your right. Looking down the left exit, you believe that it heads down about 50 feet and then starts to jag to the right. You think that the grade is upwards, that you would be heading upwards that way. However, looking at the corridor that is to your right, you can see it jags down probably about 50 feet and then to the right, and it seems to be going down. It seems to be going down.
Okay.
I want to go examine the far wall of this room carefully, stealthily, and I also don't want to like step on any pressure plates or anything.
Sure. Yeah, you don't step on any pressure plates. It's a stone wall. You're in a rough cave. It looks like that tunnels lead out of 3 different ways. The wall that doesn't have a tunnel leading out of it, you can search very carefully. Go ahead and make an investigation check with advantage.
All right.
And as you're sort of checking it, it's really just dark in here and cold. It's not warm. It definitely has a chill feeling. You're in sort of caves, but it isn't wet. It's definitely dry in here
Okay.
and dusty. What'd you get?
13 investigation.
13. You do not find any secret doors or anything like that. It seems pretty straightforward to you. This is an empty cave except for cockatrice nests. You don't know where any cockatrices might be. They're not here though, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I just finished looking around in the nest, see if there's anything else underneath the eggs.
Good call. You definitely check the nests very carefully, and you don't see anything else besides the
No
7
secret
eggs.
shinies up there.
No, it doesn't look like it. No.
I sort of half stealthily climb down from the ledge.
Yes, totally.
All right. I want to go down.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You guys start to head to the right, going further into the Mines of Madness. The tunnel is still 10 feet wide and 10 feet tall. You're following it with the same party marching order. Ariat, the rogue swashbuckler in front, flanked, or rather to shoulder, well, not really to shoulder, more like hip to shoulder, with the gnome monk, Alaron. And then our good friend Shrimp, our elven ranger, is in the back. You guys are continuing to corkscrew downwards. And as you finish the last sort of rotation, you can see ahead of you, it looks like there's an enormous square room that has smooth brick-lined walls and a 20-foot high ceiling festooned with thick cobwebs. It's very familiar to you. This floor is littered with tools and mining apparatuses, as well as the skeletal, bony remains of dwarves and their sort of rusted armor that was once part of they were wearing. Their beards are everywhere as well. And at this point, I just want to welcome everyone who just tuned in to the Beard Mines, where we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. Every time we say beard, shout and raise your hands. However, that being said, y'all can see that this definitely is where Pax Jagershield, you fought him the last time. Basically, this is a pretty wide and long room. It is about 70 feet long, if you will, and probably about 70 feet wide. It is a perfect square. However, in the northeast of the room, if you will, there seems to be like a large crevasse that is basically natural, and it seems like they built this room around it. It sinks into the floor, and it breaks open the wall to your left. Like there's just a big, empty, dark space there. You don't know what's inside of there. You guys haven't really explored over there at all. You've been more worried about the dwarves who had been here. There's also a big a barrel, what seems to be full of black sand, that is standing in the middle of the room. And then on the right-hand wall, there are 3 oaken doors that look exactly the same.
Yep. Yeah, we did this.
Yeah. So shit, we've been in here before.
Indeed.
Good through the door?
We have. We've been through 2 of them. One of them has a big sphere that rolls downhill forever and crushes us. So we don't want to. I mean, unless you have any good ideas that we couldn't think of about how to make it stop doing that, we didn't really want to. We didn't want to try our luck with it.
Push it up the hill?
Well, no, it just rolls down, and then when it gets to the bottom, it enters a teleportation room, and it just pops back up to the top. So when
Wow.
by the time it reaches us, it's going fast and spinning.
Well, okay then.
And yeah, outside of powerful magics, I don't know of any way to stop it.
Yeah, let's avoid that room.
And then then there's a downhill staircase where we got this hammer that you have.
Okay. Well, shall we return the way we came?
Unless you guys want to check out this crevasse or the third door, I think that staircase again.
Yeah, I'd like to take a look at this crevasse stuff.
Okay.
Creep up to it and look over the edge.
All right, definitely. So what you are able to see as you guys are creeping over to the crevasse is it looks like it's a cavernous pit. It seems to have basically it's 10 feet deeper than the room that you're in. So were you to be at the bottom of the pit, it would be a 30-foot high ceiling. You guys can definitely see that it looks like the pit is filled with some sort of sand or powder or flour. You're not sure. Some sort of grainy material. You don't know exactly what it is, but that's what you see. Hold on. It is you see on the other side of the crevasse of the pit. It looks to you, and I think I did mention this to you last time. It looks like there is a chute that comes out on sort of the wall opposite that looks like it empties right into this pit. And that's what you see.
You said the pit looks like there's sand at the bottom of this pit, like dirt or sand?
Yeah, it's tough to tell.
Powdery sand.
Yeah, what it is exactly, but that's what it looks like to you with the dark vision.
So dark vision is black and white. Does it look more black or more white?
It looks more white.
More white. So it doesn't look like it matches the black powder that's in the black sand that's in that barrel.
Correct. They look opposite.
Interesting. Do you want to check this stuff out? I'm sort of curious about what this stuff is, but I also am worried that it's bad for flesh.
Flesh.
I think
it's flesh-eating sand.
It looks safe to me. I'm gonna go. Shrimp goes over and sort of hangs from the ledge again, and just sort of sees if he can dip his toe in.
Shrimp is quite short, and it is a 10-foot drop. So I don't think that Shrimp is long enough to be able to dip his toes in the powdery substance.
Okay.
I'll lower him down on a rope.
Right.
I think he actually lost his connection, but he'll be back shortly. I will happily lower him down on a rope if he wants to do that. I'll probably need your help, Ariak, because I'm not super strong.
Yeah, I'm not super strong either, but I'll help.
But between the two of us, maybe we can hold him up.
Does that sound?
He's pretty sure. He doesn't weigh very much.
I think I'm having some connection troubles here.
Yeah, he just haha. So I got the name. Unfortunately, he just fell unconscious right here, so I have to wait for him to wake up.
I think I'm having
things we
some
could
connection
secure the
troubles
rope
here.
to, so like if our strength gives out, it would still catch him in time.
Hey everybody! I just need to be quiet for just a second. Thanks, though. I'm glad you're interested in this scene. I can hear Tim just fine. I don't know if you guys can, but I can. So just want to make sure you can hear Tim. Can you guys hear Tim fine?
No, I can't hear or see him right now.
Yeah. Shrimp is black and black screen, no audio for
me. All right. Well, I see you fine, Tim. So I can hear you. So you guys were sort of talking over each other for a second. So that's why I was sort of confused as to what was going on. So at this point, I don't know.
There
you go. You refreshed, Nathan, and you were able to see pretty easily? Yeah, maybe that's it. That you guys just had a connection mishap there for a second. Anyways, So to get back to our scene, what's happening right now is that you guys are all sort of lined up looking down into this crevasse. You're trying to figure out what this powdery substance is, what's going on. You had some ideas. The idea on the table is to lower one of you down by a rope nearer to the substance so it can be messed with, as it were. Who is going to be lowered down?
Shrimp wanted to go down there, and I am welcome to let him try it.
So Shrimp is the one who's being lowered down, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
This seems doable.
So you tie a rope around your waist, the other two have it in their hands. You start basically walking, rappelling down there.
Okay.
You guys are, it's fine. You get pretty like close down to this material, and it definitely looks like it's powdered, some sort of powder of some type. Or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll just dip my toe in, just rummage around for a moment just to make sure.
Dipping your toe in, your toe, you don't feel any resistance. It just slips in. Like this is, it doesn't even feel like sand. It actually does feel more like a flour sort of type of substance. It's very thin, if you will, or easy to penetrate. And it feels almost like clouds or pillows or something like that you're putting your foot into. How far are you putting your foot down?
Does it feel like I'm gonna fall through it? Like
It doesn't feel like it.
extremely-
It doesn't feel like it's a crust. No, it feels like there's volume underneath it, but you're
Okay.
not sure how deep at this point.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and lower myself so that I'm standing in it.
Okay, as you lower yourself down, it basically comes up to about 2 feet up. So that's basically, as far as I understand you, you're about 5 feet tall or so. It's
5 feet
almost,
tall,
it's
yeah.
basically up to your sort of thighs, if you will, or whatever, your knees, as it were. And you sort of are now in here. It's weird. It does feel like sand. Are you putting your hands in it?
Yeah, I put my hand in it and I bring it up and I look at it a little closer and I let it kind of fall through my fingers.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. This is like dust almost. It's like silt. It's really thin. And you're able to move your hands through it and you're sort of bringing it up. And you can make a nature check to try and figure out what this
Okay.
is.
You guys, it's just really thin powder. I wonder if it's ground from
Survival is also appropriate here, Shrimp, if you'd rather use survival.
Okay, 22.
Wow, that is a great roll. You are easily able to identify what this is. This is lime dust, like lime.
Oh.
Yeah, lime
Yeah.
dust.
Lime dust.
You
Use that.
Lime dust.
you think that
Yeah.
if you were to get this in your eyes, it could possibly blind you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, alchemists love this stuff, as I recall.
Okay, I'm going to be super careful, but I am going to go ahead and do a little searching around, but I don't want to bring it up into the air.
Totally, you didn't leap in. You like let yourself in, almost like a pool, if that makes any sense. So you weren't.
Yeah.
Nothing was really coming up around you in any sort of large way. It seems to me as you're moving very carefully. Are you? Are you using your feet to try and
I'm going to use my
touch?
feet, and it's only 2 feet deep, so I'll go ahead and use my hands as well. A little
Awesome.
bit in the corners and over here.
Cool. Totally. So your hand touches something basically. It feels to you as you get your hand around it. It feels like a femur, and oddly, as you grab it, it starts to vibrate and shake in your hand. And as that happens, you guys see the sand or the lime at this point in different parts of this 30-foot long and basically 20-foot wide crevasse. Different parts of it start to wiggle and shake, and you see
Pull me
basically
up.
bones starting to make their way up out of
Or they climb out of the pool.
Yes, exactly. And it looks to you as if there are giant skeletal lizards that are sort of coming out of this lime dust. You can see sort
pull
of
me
their
up, pull me
snouts and their spines.
I'll try to pull 'em
And
up.
we should roll initiative at this point.
No,
Get out of there.
Pull me up, pull me
Get me
up,
outta
pull me
here.
up.
I hate skeletons.
I hate skeletons.
God.
Awesome. What did you get on your initiative roll, Alaron?
Alaron got
Alaron.
an 8. That's not very good.
Mighty 8 for Alaron. And how about for you, Ariat?
I topped that with a 9.
With a 9. All right. Awesome. Okay. And for you, good friend Shrimp.
21.
Nice. So, Shrimp, you definitely are going first. What would you
Okay.
like to do?
I assume that these have fully formed at this point.
Yes, this has basically happened in sort of a blink of an eye, as it were. Yes,
Okay.
you touched one, it started to vibrate and shake. You sort of let it go. It sort of formed and rose up in front of you. It's adjacent to
Okay.
you. You are in melee, if you will. You're adjacent to each other, and you can see there are four other skeletons, so five in total, that have sort of like Jurassic Park, like come out of the tar pits, as it were. Rah! They're not making any noise, but you can definitely see that they have red print pricks in their sort of lizardy eyes. They look like big Komodo dragons. These are
Perhaps ruby pinpricks?
No, they are not. They're not gems.
No.
It looks like infernal magic. It looks like yeah, necromantic magic. But you definitely see they look like they're medium-sized creatures. They're like the size of basically like a really big dog or something like that, or a dwarf. I mean, they are big Komodo dragon looking like skeletons that are coming out of
All right.
the lime around you. And unfortunately, I feel like with all this activity, a lot of the dust is being blown up
Oh.
around you, and you're going to have to
No.
make a Constitution saving throw at the beginning of your turn, Shrimp.
That is a big fat 5.
Ooh, that is not happiness for
That doesn't
you.
sound pretty good. That sounds pretty good.
You know, I'm sure it'll be fine, right? It'll be totally okay, I think. So, unfortunately, the DC is higher than that. You are blinded, and you are now blinded for 3 rounds. You are very sure, because of that great survival check you made, that putting any type of water in your eyes to try and get rid of this blindness will actually turn the lime into a corrosive acid that will probably burn your eyes out. So don't do that.
Already not doing that.
Already not doing that. You are blind.
I am,
It is your turn. You know there's one right in front of you. There is a rope tied
Yeah.
around you. You're 10 feet down.
So,
The walls don't. Well, the walls didn't look that smooth when you could see.
okay, so what I'm doing is I got my shield on my back,
Yeah.
and I'm grabbing onto the rope with my left hand,
Yeah.
and I'm going to put my feet up on the wall,
Yeah.
and use my warhammer and swing at the creature while I'm like being held there, so that they can pull me up.
I love it. Go ahead and
And I'm
make
gonna
your
swing.
attack at disadvantage because you are blind.
Oh, fuck yeah. That is a 22.
As a success, their armor class is quite low. They are simply
Okay.
bone.
And with the hammer, they hate skeletons. It was one weird trick the skeletons hate. It's hammers.
They're
Big
hammers.
But I unfortunately rolled minimum damage.
Which
So that is a total of 7 damage.
But you're very happy that skeletons take double damage from bludgeoning weapons, so you just smash this lizard to pieces with your magical warhammer, just shattering it. Its bones scatter everywhere.
That's awesome.
You
Keep it
can.
up, Shrimp.
The other skeletons rush you through the lime. 2 of them get near to you and start attacking you. The other 2 start climbing up the wall, so they end their turn adjacent to you, Alaron and Ariat. They're basically scrabbling up the stone, these skeletal lizards. The other 2 attack you, a shrimp. They have advantage because you're blind. So the first attack will be an 18. And the second attack will be
That is it.
a 23. So you'll take 14 damage, 7 and 7, from these bites as they start biting into your legs, as they're basically leaping up out of the pit, almost like alligators, to bite into the bottom of your thighs, and maybe one even nips your bum a little bit too. Like you're getting bit up now, and you're bloodied, I believe.
I am exactly bloody.
You are exactly bloodied as they bite deep into your bum.
I think that is it for my.
It is. And that's it for their turn. Ariat, it is your turn. What would you like to do? There's a skeleton in front of you, a giant lizard skeleton.
Lovely. I'll use my bonus action as a rogue to disengage,
Okay.
and use my regular action to kind of hoist up and pull on the rope, and my movement to back up and try to pull up our good friend Shrimp.
Go ahead and make a strength check, please. Yeah, you guys send the strongest person down in the pit, which is a good idea, I guess.
You wanted to go.
Yeah.
I mean, if we die, you climb out.
True enough.
That would be a net
Jump out, actually.
What's your total, Ariat?
a total of 1.
Oh.
Extra minuses.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, no. So you are not able to pull him up at all as you're trying to do so. You have moved back, though. You've disengaged, and it's your turn, Alaron.
I am going to. Is one skeleton up here shared that Area and I are kind of sharing?
Yeah, no, there are two, and one was
there's two up here.
one was adjacent to you, and one was adjacent to Ariat. They are sort of lashing their skeletal tails. It looks to you like they don't have very sharp claws, but they are helpful for climbing, like they have a climbing speed. So that's why it was so easy for them to get up the stone walls. But it looks like they have just huge jaws that they're trying to eat people with, basically.
I'm gonna try to smack the one that's near me around a little bit.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Some fists, some monk fists. Give him one. Which is sorry, what's my there it is.
And so you're sort of spinning and leaping and sort of kicking and punching at these things. What's your first attack?
Yeah. I want to hit him right in like the center.
Yeah.
Part. 15.
15 is a success as you sort of chop down onto a spine. How much damage do you do? Bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, it is bludgeoning damage. It's only a D4, but it is bludgeoning.
Right, D4 plus your strength or your damage.
Max damage. 8 damage.
8 is totally enough to shatter its spine in one strike. There's another.
Collapses to pieces.
It does. There's another one
Excellent.
up here with you.
I'm gonna smack that one. Give that one a kick.
Yeah, you run right over to it and sort of jump kick it. Ah! As the gnome Alaron with his green beard and his green ponytail is just going nuts.
Yeah, he doesn't roll quite as good though. He rolled a 3 for 9 total.
9 is not enough. Their AC is 11. They are not that well armored, but definitely better than a 9. So that
he's gonna take a flurry of blows. And he's gonna try to hit him a third time.
Go ahead and make your third attack with your flurry. You're spending
there
a
you
key
go,
point.
19.
That is totally a success. How much damage do you do?
8 damage again.
Nice, as you basically headbutt this one and it just shatters. Cool. They're
all
all
right. And then I will grab the rope. Although I know I can't do anything with it.
You can't, but good point. You grab it again basically to secure it. And it's your turn, Shrimp. What would you like to do? You definitely know there are at least 2 near you. They aren't making any noise, but you definitely feel them as they're bouncing off at the bottom of your butt.
There's 2 more down there. They're biting you in the butt.
They are. And at this point, I did now lose Shrimp, and I lost Shrimp, unfortunately. So I'm not sure.
That is the pass.
Yeah.
The reconnect button works consistently for me.
Yeah, I think it would probably work for him too. Yeah. So we'll sort of move on, as it were, and it looks to me like Ariat. What would you like to do? Oh no, he's back. Shrimp, it's your turn. Okay. What do you want to do?
Okay. Do I think that I can actually jump with my athletics and get to the top of the lip and grab it? And lift myself up.
Yes, you do think that you have the ability to do
here.
That. Yes.
We're here. This is where we are.
Yes.
Jump to
You would need to make an athletics check to do that. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to do that. I stow my warhammer
totally
for a moment, and I leap and I try to grab to the top. I listen to the sound of their voices.
Yeah.
I know where the wall is. I'm attached to it.
Go for it. I love it. In game terms, you're disengaging and moving, as it were. So you're fighting them off and scrambling up. What'd you get on your check?
I fumbled.
You fumbled. All right, you're all 1. So you, unfortunately, are not able to get up. But you're sort of scrambling and you put your warhammer away and you just sort of lose your footing and you start to like spin around in the air and it sucks. It's like one of those horrible parties where you're blindfolded and they put a stick in your hand and spin you around and you don't know what direction is which direction until you crash back into sort of the stone wall and you realize your back is up against the wall now and you're
I think at this point I am the pinata.
yeah,
actually.
you
I'm
might
pretty
in
sure
fact be a
it's pinata.
pinata at this point
I think
as
they are going to get candy on
as
it.
they both attack you, but they are unable to wound you. Your armor class is 18. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yeah, they aren't able to get through your armor as they miss you basically as they're leaping. You spinning around like a pinata is actually good because they keep missing you as they're sort of like just barely jumping right at the last moment to miss you. And it does turn into Ariat's turn at this point.
Okay. And trying to decide between letting the pinata party continue and holding that up. So he'll once more, now that the two guys that were next to him were dispatched, he's gonna put his full weight into it and try to pull him up again.
Go ahead and make your a check.
16.
That is definitely enough as you are able to pull Shrimp up the 10 feet so that he's now on the top, basically, with you guys. Alaron,
Sweet.
it's your turn.
He's back up with us now.
Yes.
I guess the skeletons look like they're gonna be following us.
It does look like they are going to.
looking at
does
us.
look like they're going to climb up out of the pit.
Their
Yes.
lizard heads.
Yeah, they are definitely looking like they're going to pursue this.
Alaron backs up. Alaron is happy to run back and hit them when they're up here, but he's happy to wait and see.
Okay.
So he's gonna back up. He's gonna back away from the edge
Okay.
of this pit, and he's going to. I guess he'll take the dodge action just in case.
Cool. So he starts.
So he'll ready himself to be struck.
So he's dodging. Very good. Shrimp, it is your turn.
Okay.
No.
And
I am.
You are. This is your last turn being blind, or this is your second turn being blinded. So you, or no, this is your third turn being blinded. This is your last turn being blinded.
Yeah, this is my last turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I would love to attack. Let's see. I will ready to attack them as they leap towards me or leap to the top.
Go ahead and make your attack. Oh, I lost him. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. That is a 17.
That is a success. How much damage do you do?
Minimum 7.
They crawl up really quick up the walls, and they basically leap at you, Alaron, and at you, Shrimp. Alaron,
Yes.
they're dodging. You're dodging, but so, it's able to hit you right in the chest, like
Ow.
bowl you over, and you take 7 points of damage as it closes its jaws around your shoulder. Not driving you to the floor, but just barely you're able to stay on your feet. Shrimp, how much damage did you do?
I did 11 points of bludgeoning
That's
damage.
perfect. You it basically is leaping right at you, and you just smash its face across as it shatters and just explodes basically upon your armor and hits the floor. Awesome. Well done. There's one skeleton left. It's right near Alaron, Ariat. It's your turn. You're like 20 feet away from all this, as it were, since you sort of moved back.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Okay. Now that our good friend Shrimp is up, I'll drop the rope and quickly pull my short bow off my shoulder and loosen arrow at it.
Nice. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay.
You will have sneak attack if you strike, as a friend of yours is near it.
Awesome. I doubt 8 AC hits though.
8 is no good. Their armor class is 11. So that is a miss. It is Shrimp's turn. Shrimp, you can see again. The lime is out of your eyes. You're up here. You can see there's one of the final skeletal lizard is near Alaron.
Thank heavens. I am, I'm furious, and I swing at the final creature.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Yeah, 22 to hit, and uh, 11 points. of
Yeah, I
damage.
mean your hammer was just almost like made for this, as you're just shattering these creatures with just one strike. They just or just explode. I mean, as you hit them, and with that, the battle is over very quickly, and the chamber is silent once more.
I will pick up a skull and I will just kind of look it over and see if there's any, if it does contain any sort of like gemstones. Or...
No, the red pinpricks of light dim and go out as the creatures were shattered.
Well, now that that's done, do you want to get back in that pit and see if there's any treasure down there?
You maybe
You want me to go?
maybe you want to go.
I'm only 3 feet tall, but sure.
Yeah, hey, I'll go. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I'm rubbing my eyes and just trying to. See
Oh, I'll
again.
give him a. I have with my elemental too, and I can conjure a puff of mist. So I'll sort of windshield wiper his eyes.
Oh,
I sort of fall backwards as there's like a puff of magic that comes my way, and
Yeah,
I like don't want any of that. It looks like.
Oh, it's not magic. It's just elements. It's not like wizardry. Listen, I'm right with you. Wizards are weird. This is natural
Oh, okay.
stuff. Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
I can like raise up, and I like raise up a chunk of the floor.
this
and,
is
like,
this is shade grown magic, man. You don't
yeah,
understand,
This is
man.
that organic stuff.
Shrimp does not seem to like
Okay,
your
well,
magic.
I'm like, okay, yeah, you go ahead and do that again then.
All right. Poof.
I hold my eyes open. Okay,
Feel
all
better?
right, much thank you.
Yep. All right, Ariat. Treasure.
Okay.
Treasure hunting.
You guys carefully plumb the depths of the lime pit, unsuccessfully finding nothing in there.
Hmm.
okay.
Well, we can try to cross the lime pit and see what's on the other side, or we can go through one of these doors.
You can see very clearly what's on the other side of the lime pit. There is a wall with a chute in it that's about 10 feet up.
Oh, right, the chute. All right.
So
Yeah,
it's
I don't really
like-
want to go up the chute, especially.
Hmm. So should we open the third door, or should we go down the stairs of the second door?
I like the
that
stairs.
we started down.
Stairs make
Okay.
sense to me.
So there are
I like the
3
third
doors. There is one on your left, one on your right, and one in the middle. Which one are you going to?
I'm gonna open the middle door and just look and see what I see in there.
Okay.
Whichever one has a bunch of skeleton bodies in front of it.
Got it. Whichever one has a bunch of skeleton bodies in front of it. Yes. The one that has a bunch of skeleton bodies in front of it is the one on the right.
Oh, all right, that one then.
Okay.
Okay. So there is a dusty tunnel
Yep.
that contains 2 mine shafts. And that's sort of what you see ahead. And one of the mine shafts seems to have some boards that are over it.
Like going left and right, or
No, that you would walk over the boards to cross the mine shaft.
oh,
Oh, this is the room that
yeah. This is
the
the
shelter.
yeah. How far can we see the end of the passageway?
You can. It looks like it goes probably down about 60 feet and then jags to the right.
Not this one. Let's try a different one. This
Yeah.
is the one with the boulder at the end of it.
Yeah.
Maybe the
It's
dungeon's
still
kind of
sort of-
the dungeon is kind of mixing itself up though. It may just be fucking with us.
Could be.
Okay.
Let's try the middle one.
Get back out of this room.
So let's try the middle door.
Sure. As you guys come up to the middle door, you can actually see it looks to you as if there is a iron spike that is pounded into the floor in front of this door. So it looks like you'd have to remove the spike to be able to open it.
Don't remember that.
I don't remember that, and it might be trying to keep something in. So maybe we should go to the third door.
Yeah, is there? I'll put my ear up to this door and I'll listen at it.
You do not hear anything.
Okay. All right, let's try the far left door.
Okay. As you open the left door, it reveals a long brick-walled tunnel
Mm-hmm.
that goes,
That's just it.
That's
goes
as far as we
beyond
can
your
see?
sight. Yep, goes beyond your sight.
Hmm. I still remember that it was the middle door. Yeah, we'll be quiet. Shh. Listen down there. Anything?
Your passive perceptions reveal nothing.
Okay.
I don't remember that spike, but it does seem like the right way to go.
Hmm.
It's like a pontoon, for a camping tent almost.
That's
just driven
right.
into the
That's
ground.
right. Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Well,
I'm happy to do this one. I want to. Well, I'll go examine the spike. I guess. Does it look? Is there any
Looks
runes
like-
on it?
It looks no runes on it. Looks pretty mundane. It looks like you could
Iron.
iron. Yep. Looks like you could probably remove it if you needed to.
Hey, Shrimp, how you feeling? You take a good beating back there? Or you're pretty good.
you look at Shrimp and you can see kind of claw marks along his breastplate, and there's blood still kind of leaking out. He looks pretty bloodied.
Oh, here you go.
Um,
Healing potion.
Or you guys can take a short rest. It's an
Yeah,
hour
you think-
hour long. It's a
Yeah.
short. You can take a short rest, which is an
yeah,
hour
let's just
long.
kind of chill here.
You can take
Yeah,
a
why don't we just rest here for an hour?
Yeah,
you can take a short rest, and then you can all roll your hit dice to regain hit points. Tim, for Shrimp, you have 4d10 worth of hit dice. You can roll as many of those as you want to regain hit points.
Wonderful, thank you. Alright. I roll 2.
You can roll one of those.
I'm exactly at maximum hit points. Again.
Perfect.
Yay.
Cool. You guys take a break for a second and sort of sit here. Nothing changes as you take your short rest, and yeah, you definitely can see that that spike is still there. The brick line tunnel, and then the tunnel that has the mine shafts that you're very sure leads to the murder ball.
Yeah. Spike or tunnel? What do you think, guys?
Well, if it's keeping something inside, what if we move this black powder over there, so if something comes out, we can blow it up?
Sure. Do we have a way to ignite it? I can actually probably elemental tube. I can probably create enough of a spark to blow that stuff up.
Okay, that sounds like
As a
good
plan
idea.
B.
Sure.
Are there any beams here? You said there are beams all over the place, kind of holding up the ceiling. I feel like I can always smash one of those to bring the ceiling down too.
Yeah, in this room specifically, it looks like there aren't any beams. It looks like this room was very well finished. To you, Shrimp, it looks like there's a bunch of mining equipment here, picks, shovels, wheelbarrows, just barrels in general. It looks to you like this is where the ore was collected and sort of not processed per se, but sorted and moved around. This looks like a pretty important room for the mining operation. And others are able to tell you that they found previously over a dozen undead dwarves here just going about their normal mining activities, like on a loop, basically.
Gotcha.
We also
Well,
found that pickaxe and that and this deed in there.
Yes, that's right. You guys do have the deed for the mine, so, I mean, legally, the mine could be said to be yours. However, the barrel full of gunpowder is 100 pounds, so moving it is difficult, but
Shrimp?
but you could,
Okay.
Shrimp can probably manage
Shrimp
it on his own because he is
Just
so
picks it
strong.
up and moves it over there.
Yep, he moves it over to the door with the spike. Anything else
Okay.
he wants to do?
So I'm gonna very carefully try to wrench this spike out.
Go ahead and
I'm
make
gonna
a
be
strength.
ready to
Go ahead and make a strength
run.
check or athletics. It's up to you.
Athletics.
Yes.
Sure.
You,
Sure.
you know, I can do that.
Yeah.
I might do that too. I was just gonna do it because I'm fast, so that once I pull it out of the ground, I could book it.
Go
and
ahead.
get away from this door.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Yeah,
Well, I'll try. If I fuck it up, which I probably will, then you can.
that makes a lot of sense.
18 actually. 18 strength.
Cool.
18 athletics.
Cool. Awesome. You are able to pull it out. And one thing I want to stress, when you look down the hallway on your left, the brick-lined hallway, It looked
Yeah.
to you like, as I mentioned, it did go beyond your dark vision, but it does look to you probably about 35, 40 feet down the hallway. It looks like there are two moldering corpses. So just
Oh,
letting you know that that's
nice.
a detail you noticed during your short rest.
Do you?
Oh, okay. So,
You have removed the spike. The door has not opened on its own. It is still shut.
Yeah, I run away anyway. I like as
I
soon as
know.
I get it up, seems fine. You want to stealthily kind of creak it open and see what's in there, or like maybe like
Yeah,
tie a rope. Maybe like tie a rope. Does it open toward us?
Yes.
All right. You want to like tie a rope to it and let's like pull it open from back here.
I'll just do it, and I go up and I just pull on. I just pull on the door, and
You
then I
creep
leap
up
back.
to it. You pull it open and leap back, and revealed is an empty alcove.
Like a broom closet,
Is
Yeah.
it like a closet? Yeah.
Sort
All
of.
right.
just like three walls.
Yep.
I'll step in there and I'll just look around and.
Cool.
So-
As you step in, you disappear.
You're dead. You fucking idiot.
You're gone. He's gone. He steps in, and Shrimp is just gone.
Awesome.
Like there's a basically like a flash of magic basically, and he's gone.
I thought it was closet, you guys. I'm sorry. And now I'm quiet.
I look at area.
Yeah. Please be quiet for a
What
moment.
is it?
Please be quiet for a moment, Shrimp, as we deal with our friends Alaron and Ariat. Yeah,
Well-
that happened.
What's it with nature types and just rushing ahead? It shakes his head.
I know. These fucking.
You guys can both
They're-
make an Arcana check though to see if you
Sure.
can figure out what's going on here.
10.
Everyone.
21, you say?
I do say not 20
Very
plus.
nice.
Actually, that's a critical. Actually, that's critical. I didn't even know.
Well
It's gonna be
done. You
computer.
critted it. Well
That's a
done.
critical.
Well done. You critted it. So, Ariat, magic has happened. Magic.
I think it was magic. Area.
Magic has happened, Ariat. Alaron, you are a creature of magic, however much you might deny it to some people.
Pish posh.
How you intrinsically, naturally understand magic, and
Yeah.
you definitely have seen this effect happen before. You know exactly what this is. It is a teleportation effect.
Yeah. Can I?
Your friend has been teleported somewhere. You do
Yeah,
not. You
I
obviously
figured.
don't know where.
I don't know where. So, okay. Without crossing the threshold, I want to look in that room.
You do believe that it is teleportation that is sort of focused or confined to this plane. So you don't think there's any planar
Oh,
teleportation
thank God.
happening.
That didn't occur to me. All right. Without crossing the threshold, I'm going to look at the ceiling, the floor, all the walls, inside of the door. I want to see if there's any runes or any writing of any kind.
No, you do not see anything like that.
All right. I'll toss a rock in there.
Cool. It disappears.
Ow!
It does. Ow. So, Aria, here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
About a 10% chance that this is going to take us to wherever it took Shrimp. And I don't really want to play those odds. I do want to find him, but
Mm.
I don't.
Huh.
Here's
Is
what
it
I
a
do.
two-way thing?
Here's what I will do, actually. I will go to the other door, the one that has the two mine shafts, the one that I think the death ball's at the end of.
Mm.
I will go to that door, and I will open that door, and I will shout, I'll say, Shrimp! I'll shout down there.
Shrimp! You
So
shout.
hopefully if he's either like with the death
Shrimp!
ball, or if he's at the bottom of those two mine shafts, he'll be able to hear us, and he'll call.
Got it. Good call. Ariat, anything in particular you want to do?
I'll take a lead. I'll follow Aaron's lead and go to the left door that we've not gone down before, and do the same thing, shouting "Shrimp!"
Sure. Your voices are definitely echoing down the tunnels, Ariat. You can tell that the brick-lined corridor it looks like the floor is composed of granite tiles and sort of brick walls. It looks to you as if about 35, 40 feet down that hallway are two moldering corpses. You can't see the end of the
Okay.
hallway, though. And that's sort of what you see. You guys are shouting, Shrimp! You step forward, and instead of your foot landing on stone, as you thought it might, instead your foot lands on dirt. And you realize as you look around, you are at a junction. You're located at the base of a mine shaft that's braced with wooden beams and strewn with rubble. Here and there, you see the wooden handles of old picks and shovels. It looks like all of their metal parts are missing. As you're looking around, you can tell that it looks to you with your dark vision as if there is you're at a four-way intersection. To your left, it just is an alcove that goes in about 5-7 feet. To your right, it looks like there's an unfinished tunnel that goes about 20 feet down. Behind you, an unfinished tunnel that goes about 20 feet down. Ahead of you, a corridor, a tunnel that definitely goes past your vision. And you can see 4 different sort of exits on the left or the right, depending on which way you're going ahead of you, basically. Also, you are able to tell quite clearly that you are you are able definitely to tell quite clearly that you are not alone down here. To your behind you, as I mentioned, 20 feet down, and then to your right, 20 feet down, the unfinished corridors I mentioned. It looks to you like there's 2 different creatures that are the same type of creature. They are medium-sized creatures. They seem to be the size of ponies, except that they are down on all fours. They have thick carapaces. They have antennae that are coming out of their sort of spherical heads, and they have sort of like insectoid legs, 4 of them. They also have oddly looking like lobster-like tails and 2 really big antennae that have like fronds on them sort of coming out of their heads. And they obviously are paying attention to you. What would you like to do?
Okay. Did I come out of that alcove?
You don't know. You're at the bottom of a mine shaft. There's a mine shaft above you as well. It looks like there might be a some sort of like elevator or platform that rises and lowers, and it's obviously in the above position at this point. So there are some ropes and pulleys and stuff like that nearby you if you wanted to try and bring it down here.
Okay. The first thing I do is just I step into that 5-foot, 7-foot alcove that you just talked about. I think maybe it'll take me back where I came from.
Cool. You
Because
step you step in there and nothing happens. You're in the same location. You're now in an alcove.
Warhammer.
You can hear the sounds of their feet skittering across the stone as they obviously are starting to move closer to you, sort of haltingly.
Okay, I start to run. I don't hear anything else. That's all I hear right now.
That's all you hear right now.
I don't hear the yelling of my friends. Okay.
No, you don't.
Okay, I make sure that I'm not surrounded. So I go the opposite direction, and I'm going to start running that direction.
Cool, definitely. What is your speed?
My speed.
Are you a wood elf or a high elf?
I am a wood elf.
Then your speed is 35.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, switching back, not yet. You basically throw yourself in that alcove. You can hear the monsters coming closer to you. You run out of the alcove, and they are basically both coming out of their respective tunnels and right on your ass as they are running after you. Their fronds are leading them, almost like they're sniffing or somehow able to understand or gain some sort of data from these fronds that are sort of sweeping the air in front of them. And so at this point, we should, in fact, roll initiative.
Ah! Okay. I got a 9.
Okay. All right. Shrimp. They go before you. They basically, they don't corner you, but they pounce on you as you leap out of the alcove and are running to the north, let's call it. They're coming from the south and the east, if you want to think of it that way. Each time they are attacking you, they're attempting to brush their antennae across your armor, as well as their little insectoid mouths are opening and they're trying to bite your shins. You are unable to be hit by their antennae as you're sort of moving out of the way, but they are able to bite you as you take 10 points of piercing damage, 5 from each, as they start biting into your legs. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm going to rush in the opposite direction it's going to go, and I'm going to double move.
If
Disengage.
you disengage and move away, very good.
Yeah.
So effectively, what's happening? After you move 25 feet, so you have 30 or 10 more feet of movement, you can see that there's a corridor that opens up to your right. It goes past your dark vision. It's very long. You're not sure where it leads. Ahead of you, you can see the corridor continues. It looks like about 20 feet ahead of you, there's another mine shaft that goes up and another basically corridor that goes off the left or the right. You're not sure how far they go down because you're not up there yet. And the passageway continues past the mine shaft ahead of you. Would you like to keep going straight or do you want to turn right?
Just really quick, are they able to fight me side by side in this corridor?
They are. The corridor is 10 feet wide and 10 feet tall.
Okay.
What would you like to do? You're rushing. They're behind you. They're skittering behind you. You want to move right or ahead, forward?
I will go. I will go right.
All right. You juke to the right as you head down that tunnel. Very good. We're going to switch back to our other friends. What are you guys even fucking doing at this point?
He's dead, right?
Like you guys are like, he's dead, right? He's just... I will say this. I will remind you of this. He has the golem smashing hammer.
So he's dead and we lost the hammer.
I'm just letting you know that.
No, I'm not saying that's I'm saying that's Ariad. Aileron says that out loud to Ariad.
We gotta go get that, don't we?
Do I think with my natural 20 intelligence that this teleportation room will take me to the same place?
You do. You
do?
You think it's fixed, yes.
Do you want to just run in there after him? We'll be totally fucking lost. We'll never find our way out of here again. But we'll have the hammer, and we'll have our friendship.
That's all that matters, right? And
all right, I chaotic goodly run into that room.
You jump in. Do you follow him, Ariad?
Oh yeah, let's do this. And he pulls out his short sword and walks in.
Roll initiative, please.
We're gonna Leroy Jenkins.
Roll initiative, please.
And I am yelling, "Lobster wolves!"
Lobster wolves! Lobster wolves! I love it. Lobster wolves! Your voice is echoing down these tunnels. What did you guys get for initiative?
12.
Aileron got a 12. And for Ariad?
I got an 8.
An 8. All right. Yeah, you're not doing too good today, unfortunately. You both are... What?
Oh, no. When I rolled with Tim's initiative, I got 25. When I rolled this time, I got 8.
All right. Well, you are both surprised, Aileron and Ariad, this first round of combat that you're in, as you basically pop into this situation that I've described. The two of you are now actually behind these lobster wolves, and though you do hear Shrimp's voice yelling that ahead of you, probably about 35 to 40 feet somewhere ahead of you down the corridor. But you do see these pony-sized carapaced, natural armored insects. They have these fronds that are sweeping around, and they're now obviously noticing that you guys are there. One of them continues off after you, Aileron. After you, Shrimp, and you are frightened by how quickly it is able to scamper and move. Its speed is actually 50 feet. so it is easily able to run
Wow.
after you and catch up to you as it leaps at you, trying to get you with its fronds, missing you, and also missing you with its bite, as it basically barrels into your back, but you're able to smash it down with your sort of shield, and it hits into the ground. But it is adjacent to you, it is attacking you, it's near you. The other one turns around and high or low, Alaron?
Hi.
Hi. Cool. It comes at you, Alaron, and attempts
No
to. What's your armor class?
15.
Awesome. Are you wearing any metal armor or carrying a metal
No.
weapon? Okay.
I'm not wielding a metal weapon. I keep my swords in my backpack essentially.
All right.
So I
Awesome.
have some metal and some pouches, but
It's targeting your metal weapon with its fronds, not you, as it
All right.
were. All
well,
right.
I also have. I guess I have 10. They're officially darts. They're probably more like kunai
Yes,
throwing knives,
definitely.
and I keep those in like a pouch on my.
And you
on my belt.
mentioned you have a short sword. Is that what you're saying?
Short sword on my back,
Yeah.
and on my belt, like in one of my belt pouches,
Yep.
like a utility belt. I've
Yep.
got 10.
As
newly metal.
the fronds hit your short sword on your back, you can see that the short sword's metal begins to corrode and rust.
Yeah.
Your short sword has taken a permanent -1 penalty.
Okay.
Yeah, meaning that
to
it does
to both numbers.
no, just to damage rolls.
Damage.
It does less damage now, as it has been rusted, if you will. It tries to bite you as well, but you're too quick and you're able to leap away from it, though
Yeah.
it does brush its fronds against your back. That's the first round. You guys are both surprised, so it is your turn, Alaron, at the top of the round. Or, excuse me, Shrimp.
Okay.
No, Shrimp gets to act. I apologize. Shrimp, you get to act first.
Okay, great. I did I hear other things going on? Did I hear?
I think
Alaron
so. Yeah, I think they were
Okay.
calling. They were
Shrimp!
calling. Yeah,
Shrimp!
they were calling
Okay.
your name.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna save you.
Oh, thank goodness! And I turn around and I like push back against the creature and bring my warhammer down on its
Yeah, make your attack,
its
please.
head like thing.
Yes.
Rolling a 25, and doing 14 points,
Jeez,
15 points of bludgeoning
that's
damage.
a great hammer.
You crush it as you're and just like a cockroach, your warhammer it goes its legs out, it's splayed out, its carapace cracks, ichor flies everywhere, and it just goes down immediately as you just crush
That
it.
feels amazing.
What would you like to
And,
do? You have a move if you would like to move.
And I will close in and flank the
Totally. You rush
behind
back
me.
the same way. You see both your buddies. They seem to be engaging with the other rust monster at this point. And Alaron, it is your turn. The rust monster is in
All right.
front of you.
So I've got it sounds like I'm sort of being fondled by this these
Yeah, it's fronding you. It's
I'm
doing
being fronded?
it's doing a little
So, yeah.
it's doing a little fronding.
Ooh.
So I've got 2 attacks, and so what I want to do with those 2 attacks is I got 1 attack. I got 2 attacks. I want to grab the fronds, and I basically want to kick up onto its face and push off. I'm gonna try to
Okay.
I just want to tear these fronds off.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
So here's your first attack. First attack. Sorry, something is going terribly wrong here. 25.
25
and,
success.
Oh god! And the second one is a critical failure.
All right, so you missed with the second, and so you missed the second
I
frond.
grab the frond, and then I pull. I try to just yank it off its face.
How much damage do you do?
D4 plus 4. Max damage again. Wow, 8 damage.
You pull the frond
I'm
off.
nailing
Ah!
Yeah.
You're like, ah! And the creature is bloody. It's just like going, nah! It just starts squealing in this weird insectoid way and flailing. Do you want to do anything else, Alaron?
No, not really.
All right,
Keep
it
hold on
attempts
this.
to eat your short sword again, missing, but attempts to eat you,
Might-
also critically failing and missing, as it's just so enraged and
I'll
hurt.
feed it. I'll feed
Yeah,
it
and
tentacle.
as you're looking around, you realize that there are tons of like handles of picks and shovels here. All the metal is gone.
Yeah.
It is your turn, Shrimp.
Oh, did Ariat not go?
Ariat was surprised the first round. This is the second round, as it were. So
It's like
Oh,
a 4 initiative over there. or
he
something.
will go.
Right, gotcha.
He will go. Don't
Um,
worry.
I close up behind it and I say I've got your back. I've got your back. Again, a 22 to hit,
Success.
and again a 15 damage.
Wow. Yeah, you crushed this one as well. Just like it's nuts. Yeah, you're with your friends distracting it. You take it out quite quickly, and you
We saved you.
Ah,
I hold out my arms and I rush towards you.
Hey.
Thank you. And I do indeed give you a hug. It is good to see you again.
Yeah. Where are we?
Is someone playing with coins or something like that?
Oh, I'm
Could
sorry.
you-
That's me. I'm
you
doing something
stop
else.
that.
I'll stop
Thank you.
Where are we?
I look up and look up into the giant mine shaft that appears to be unspeakably high. I say, I guess we're really far down.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I went this way a little ways. I didn't find anything yet. But it looks like these are dead ends, so maybe we can just check those out. really
Yeah,
quick.
Yeah.
the shaft goes up past your dark vision, so it's at least 60 feet high. Looking around the area you're in right now, you can see there are some unfinished tunnels to your left and your right and behind you. Ahead of you, the tunnel continues and then turns to the right. That's where where Shrimp came from, but also continues ahead as well, where Shrimp has not gone yet.
The two tunnels that the rust monsters came from, what do they look like?
They are unfinished tunnels. They go about 20 feet down each and then hit dead ends.
Oh, they're like in progress, looks kind of like.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
All
Can we
right.
just check those out and just search them? And
Totally.
make sure we don't-
You guys can all make an investigations or perception check. It's up to you.
Okay.
Natural 20,
Nice.
21.
20.
16.
Well done. You guys are able to tell quite quickly that there are no secrets here. No secret doors, no traps, no treasure, nothing like that. You guys definitely are able to tell that the shaft goes up probably about 80 feet, and then there is a lift at the top of it. You could probably use pulleys and ropes to pull it down. Also, because you crit, Nathan, I'm going to say Alaron scouts a little further ahead towards the other mine shaft. It's probably about 40 feet away from you guys. And there is a corridor that heads off to your right between those two shafts. But once you move up there to look around, you can see that at this junction of this rough-hewn tunnel, it looks like the mine shaft here is only about 60 feet. And also it looks like lying to the west of you in an alcove is a rotted backpack. You think that if you were to pick it up, it would probably just tear open. Yep, that's what you see.
Look what I found, guys. A trap.
Is that a trap?
Yeah, that looks a backpack that is probably, that looks like a trap to me.
Oh.
That
I
looks
mean, I
sizable.
suppose.
You guys can tell, as you're looking at the backpack, it looks like it's, to you, it looks like it's stuffed full of stuff. You're not sure what's in there, but there's definitely stuff in there. It looks like there might be a cylinder in there and maybe some, I don't know, spheres, sort of what the shapes are.
It's kind of lumpy.
I stay back. Shrimp is hanging back about 20 feet.
Yeah, Ariat will check around the backpack in that for traps and other nefarious items.
Okay, make it
You
in.
guys, I got our backs here. I'm covering our backs.
Okay.
Make a perception check, please, Ariat.
Okay. 9.
Cool. You do not see any traps or any runes or anything like that. It looks to be like a backpack.
So I've got the sword and the crowbar. Does anyone have anything longer, like a pokey stick?
Let's.
I
There's
have
like
my
a
sword.
mine hand, like tool handles and such. Were there any longer handles, like rake sized or?
Oh yeah. Along all this junk. down here, is there
Definitely,
like
yeah.
there we go.
There are definitely shovels and pick handles. Yeah, you can
Excellent.
definitely find a handle that's probably about a good 3 feet long
Yeah,
or
That's
so,
fine.
4
Yep.
feet long
Yeah.
maybe.
All
And
right.
so, what are you doing with this handle, Ariat?
I was like, yeah, you want it?
I'll do it. It's my turn to get bludgeoned to death. It's so basically at the max length I can, distance away from it. I'll try to use the handle to basically swat it, knock it over on its side.
Cool. You're easily able to do that. You knock it over on its side, and as it falls over, you definitely hear the clinking of glass inside. It sounds like vials.
Hopefully not the shattering.
It
of glass inside.
also no shattering because it just has been sort of softly knocked on its side. But even with that knock on its side, you tear a small rent in the backpack. It looks very rotted.
Okay. Huh.
Well,
What do you know?
I'm interested in what's inside, but I don't want to touch this bag.
Taking a shorter handle, actually using this from a distance, since I was able to lightly tear it open, I have to continue trying to use the long pole, maybe choke up on it and try to tear open a little bit more to see what's inside.
Totally. I think you're
Try not to-
pretty dexterous guy. You're easily able to do that. Tearing it open a little bit, the contents sort of spill out a little bit, almost like out of a cornucopia. The bounty is revealed. And as far as you can tell, it looks like there are 5 potions in there and a scroll. It looks like they're all labeled. But and it actually looks like
Accurately, I'm sure.
it looks like they're all labeled in Elven, as a matter of fact.
I don't read that for some reason.
Ariat does, and probably Shrimp as well. Ariat kind of shrugged. Wait, it's never this easy. Come on, this is.
Well,
it can't be this easy.
you're assuming that they're labeled accurately.
Yeah.
Of the potions that you can see clearly, Ariat, you definitely see it looks like there's a potion of climbing and at least 2 potions of healing. You're not sure what the other ones are.
Okay. Ariat kind of shrugs his shoulders. Maybe it is this easy. And valiantly walks forward to go collect the stuff.
Cool, yeah,
and bring it back to
you
the
collect the potions. There are 5 of them. There are 3 potions of healing, a potion of invisibility, a potion of climbing, and it looks to you as if there's a scroll of knock as well.
Oh, cool.
Do the potions of healing all look like the same
They
liquid inside?
do. It's red.
Yeah, I compare it to the healing potion that I brought with me.
Yeah, it looks similar.
Looks the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's a potion of climbing. Maybe. I wonder if I would be able to climb up the mine shaft to get to that elevator. That's impossible.
Yeah, what do I know about potions of climbing? Like, how long do they last? How?
Potions like that usually last for an hour or so. It would make you an expert climber, that's for sure.
Yeah, you can probably get up there. Although it sounds like there's a bunch of ropes down here. We can just
Is this
pull the
mine
ropes.
shaft really?
Yeah. Also, you guys can
Yeah, I would
see
do that.
that the corridor continues ahead of you for about 30 feet and then turns to the right. So you basically can see there are 2 different ways to go, or 4, I guess, if you want to count going up the 2 shafts you found. There's also a northern corridor, if you will, and a southern corridor, if you want to call it that.
I would honestly rather go up if we think we could do that easily.
Until we know our location, get our bearings, I think going up would be
Yeah,
a smart choice.
I do want to get out someday.
I agree.
So, do you want to use the potion, or do you want to just try to pull some of these ropes and see if we can start to bring this thing down?
Well, are there ropes that are down here that? Yeah, I mean, let's try that. Is there anything that'll bring this down? Ken?
Yeah, if there's a pulley like grounded, like stuck into the ground or something.
Yeah. It looks to you as if the wooden lift it could be sort of pulleyed down. Yes.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
start.
and I'm bringing the pole with me. That long handle. I'm bringing it with me.
Cool.
just in
Go
case.
ahead and write
Oh
it
yeah,
down.
I'll
Right.
collect
Go
one of
ahead
those
and
too,
write
actually.
down. Go ahead and write down long pole, or well, how do you
3-foot stick.
3-foot stick?
This is
Three
gonna come in
foot
handy.
3-foot
I'm gonna try to find a
shaft.
4-foot stick I can grab. Now I'll grab it.
Nice.
You got a 4-foot stick. The 3-foot stick is 4 foot taller than me. So,
So you guys are having the mine shaft come down. You're basically using the ropes and the
Yeah.
pulleys to have it come down, and it does so. It is basically in front of you. The lift looks nothing more than an 8 by 8 by 8 foot box with no walls and a floor consisting of creaky wooden planks. The whole contraption held aloft by frayed ropes. You think you can probably raise or lift this at about the speed of 10 feet per round by when pulling the ropes. The rope suspending the lift can support, you think, probably about 3 people, medium sized. So, but just two, since there are only 2 of you and 1 small person, 2 medium sized, 1 small, you guys can fit fine.
we're all pretty small.
As it were, yes, you are.
But you said the ropes are frayed.
They are
How
frayed. You do not think that there is a chance that they will snap as long as the weight limit that you guys don't try and pile more people in there than just you guys. And that's sort of what you're seeing right now.
All right.
Um,
Well, I'm happy to pull it up.
well, I'm gonna poke the floor of it with my stick.
Okay.
On the lift. Does it eat the stick?
It does not. No. It's just a mine. It's just a
All
a
right.
lift.
Sure. I hope so. I'll step onto it.
Cool. You guys get on the lift, and it sounds like you're pulling yourselves up. It goes pretty slow. It is about a 80-foot tall shaft. Takes you about a minute or so to get up there. And as you get up, you can see the entrance to this mine shaft. There's a word that is carved in Dwarven. It says Torcha on it.
There's
Torcha.
torch on it.
Torcha. Torcha.
Torch.
And you guys can see
With
that
an
you can definitely see that where you are now, it looks like you're basically, you can see out the entrance to the mine shaft. It looks like there's a corridor that goes off to your left and off to your right. You can see they both go down about 40 feet, and then the one to your left seems to split into the left and right, and then the one on your right seems to jag right.
Mhm.
Hmm.
What do you think, guys?
Hmm.
Let's see.
Let's go the one that does not have a T intersection, just so we can make our way back.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay,
All right.
you guys
And
head.
that takes out the on, and in the wall kind of makes a mark like an X and a 1 after it.
Got it.
So,
Yeah, you marked that right near the Torcha. Yeah.
mhm.
Cool.
Cool.
As you guys move forward down the corridor, it turns to the right. It's still all rough-hewn stone tunnels here. The walls, though, seem to flare out as you come upon a circular chamber. It's painted, it looks like, on both sides with murals of marching dwarf miners. The dwarves continue their march down a curved staircase that's hewn from the solid rock. Standing at the top of the stairs, where you guys are, you're probably about 10 feet away from this, you can see there is a life-sized statue of a grinning dwarf. His right hand, his arm is outstretched as though ready to shake hands with whoever comes up to the top of the stairs.
Mhm.
Or is someone, it looks like if you're about to go down the stairs, the dwarf would be like right there waiting to shake your hand as you're about to go down.
Everyone turns to Ship. Don't shake his hand.
I'm not sure, but isn't that what looks like a trap?
And again,
Yeah.
again, the stairs are
You
going
get the impression
down.
that you get the impression that Shrimp is definitely asking a question. He really is.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks like a trap. See, the problem is that it could be it could be the kind of trick where if you don't shake the dwarf's hand, then you get eaten by the dungeon.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
Yeah.
Well, I'll approach it at least.
Yep,
So-
nothing changes as you approach. It is a life-sized dwarven stone statue. It looks beautifully carved, master-crafted. He is very happy. He's smiling. He seems to be shaking it, putting the hand out to shake like he really, means it.
I will. I'll say. I'll say something in Dwarven. I'll say hello, Torcha.
Cool. There's no response from the statue.
All right.
All right, I
Okay.
circle around it and just look at it from all angles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna search it for traps because I don't know.
Cool. Go ahead and make a investigations check.
That is a 9.
9. You don't find any secret catches on it or compartments, no traps that you can see. It looks finely made, probably by dwarven craftsmanship. You see that there are stone stairs that spiral down from here, that go down.
Yeah, area will also
Alright.
include the statue in the area for traps, compartments, death.
I'm sorry, Ariat's doing what now?
He'll also case the area for traps.
Okay.
And the statue.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
And you're a dungeon delver, right? So what does
I
that
am a dungeon.
give you advantage or something like that? Isn't that what it is?
I believe so. Let me double check.
Anyways, you guys are sort of searching around these dwarven tunnels. If you are just joining us, thank you. We are playing Mines of Madness. We're in the Beard Mines, and you guys are doing pretty good, I think. We've been playing for about an hour and a half or so, and you guys are thoroughly lost in the Mines of Madness. So that's
Yay!
Just like
And,
we were supposed to do.
that's
advantage
happiness.
on secret door searches.
What did you get on your perception check?
For secret door searches, it's an advantage. For traps, it's just normal. So.
Go ahead and make your normal check.
Okay. I got a 9. Yay! I'm doing great today.
Yeah, you don't see any traps or secrets on this statue either. It looks finely wrought.
I want to look at the hand. I want to see if there's any sign that it is magical or connected to any magical effects.
You can make an Arcana check. That's fine with me.
All right. 16.
Cool. It looks to you like the hand is worn down, as if it's been gripped many times.
Do I see any like blast marks?
No
Soot?
blast marks, no blood, nothing like that. You get
There's any
the
text.
no texts, no. You get the sense that this is a good omen. That the dwarves saw this as something good.
All right. I want to
Should
shake this dwarf's hand. I want to
his
shake his. You want to shake his hand? I'll take a step
Oh.
back.
hand? Do you want to do it? Or?
I guess it's my turn, isn't it?
Okay.
All right. Stand back.
You shake his hand. What's your alignment, please?
My alignment is chaotic good.
Okay. I need you to please roll a percentile die for me, a D100.
Ah.
59.
59, you said?
9. Yes.
All right, cool. Do you speak Dwarven?
I do speak dwarven.
Cool. A magic mouth starts to speak on the Dwarven statue. And it speaks in
Oh.
Dwarven. And it says, "Beware! Beware! Beware the green dragon."
Okay. Thanks,
That's what it says.
dwarf. I say in dwarven.
And the magic mouth
Uh,
disappears, and it's just shut and stone again.
That was helpful. It tells us to beware the green dragon. Anyone else want to try?
Oh. Sure. I'll be
Alright.
friendly.
Cool. You
Area,
you go to shake the hand. What is your alignment?
also chaotic good.
Sweet. Go ahead and roll a percentile die.
Okay. 37.
37. Okay. As you shake the hand, a magic mouth opens, and in Dwarvish it says, do not, I repeat, face the golem without the hammer or the pick."
Oh, we are on board. I repeat that, obviously, to everybody.
Yep.
Strip, do you speak dwarven?
Nope.
Do you want to get this?
Thank you. That is much appreciated. Well, should I shake its hand too?
I say yes.
I look at
Yeah,
it.
go for it.
See if he seems friendly.
All right. I reach and shake his hand. I'm neutral good.
Neutral good. Please roll a percentile die for me.
58.
58. Very nice. As the mouth opens, it says, "The gargoyle knows the command word."
Ooh, that's useful. I repeat that back.
And that's what it says to you.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, I will shake its hand again.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay. I was guessing it was going to repeat the same thing anyway. So
Yep.
say. Gargoyle has the command word though. That's useful data.
Yeah, useful.
Yeah. Curious.
All right.
Well.
I like where this is going. You want to keep going this way, even though it's
Yeah,
down?
I think this is a good sign,
Yeah.
an omen. In fact,
Cool.
I would listen intently to see if there's any sounds coming down the passageway.
Yeah,
before we go
the
down.
stairway you're listening at doesn't seem to have any sounds coming from it at all.
Okay.
The stairway goes up, right?
No, it goes down.
Okay.
No nature for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's go down.
Cool. You guys start going down. It is also sort of corkscrewing down. It is a circular staircase. It is not the normal corkscrew sort of shafts, which are at a grade that you guys have been normally going down. However, as the corkscrew ends, you can see the end of the stairs. There's a short hall of plain stone. There's a door at the end of this hall. However, above the door is a ornate bas relief depicting a grinning dwarf's face.
Okay. Is this? They say it's a stone shaft. Is this? Are we still seeing these worn down wooden bulkheads everywhere?
No. This
Not in
has
here?
been stone stairs, and you have not seen any of those so far as you've been going down the stone stairs. And you
Okay.
don't see any in the short stone hallway with the door at the stone door at the end of it.
All right. I will
The
cautiously walk up
dwarf miners, the murals, they're actually been painted on the outer wall of the staircase as well, as if they're sort of depicting dwarf miners marching down the stairs in single file. The mural ends at the bottom of the staircase. You can see that the stone door has handle and hinges on this side. You think you'd have to pull it open.
Okay. I will say something friendly to the dwarf. Hello, dwarf. The bas relief.
Cool. You say something friendly. Awesome.
I look it over. Anything? I notice anything odd about it?
It looks like a heavy door. Go ahead and make a perception check if you'd like to see if you find any traps.
Okay. 18. 19.
Cool. Yeah, you definitely see a shrimp that around the door. It looks like there are blast marks, like on the stone of the floor and near sort of the hinges. It looks like there's some sort of discharge that might come from this door, explosive discharge.
I'm pointing this out, and I'm like, do you think this means something? Is this a problem?
Yeah, this is like a problem.
Yeah.
I will take one of my darts, and I will huck it at the door.
Bounces off. Ta-ting.
Bounces off. I will poke the door with my wooden stick.
You poke it. Tuk, tuk, tuk.
Okay. I'll go collect my dart, at least.
You do.
Okay. Do not want to touch the door handle. I've probably got the smallest hands as a gnome. So I would like to try, possibly with sleight of hand, to tie my rope around this door. Is it like a handle, like a loop that I could tie a rope to?
Sure. Hold on. Hold on. What are other people doing?
Okay.
After Shrimp pointed out the blast marks, Eric will go up and cautiously examine the door, the blast marks in the door and the handle without touching anything, seeing if there's he can figure out how it might be triggered.
Cool. Yeah, you're pretty sure that opening the door might trigger it. You're stepping through the doorway might trigger it. Uh, you get the sense that who knows that these dwarves seem to be very ritualistic. So there might be something you need to do before going through the door. As you're looking at it, you can see carved above the door is an ornate bas-relief depicting a grinning dwarf's face.
So maybe we have to do something before we go through. Maybe we just have to grin, like shit-eating grin before we go through. I don't know, but let's look around here first before we try opening it.
It's a short stone corridor, as I mentioned. There aren't anything on the walls or the ceiling or the floor, really. There's just a stone door ahead of you. Looks heavy.
There's no dragon. We wouldn't need the warhammer and the pick.
Might be a command word situation though.
Yeah, maybe we should go down the other passageway that we did not go through yet to see if there's a guardrail or something over there before we try opening it.
Sure.
So you guys are going back up the stairs.
Yep.
You're going back the way you came.
And back to the T intersection.
Yep, you are seeing more wooden supports here. As you guys go up to that T intersection, you can see off to your left, looks like the other mine shaft that you found near the potions. It also has a name etched above it. It says Valnorn, Valnorn, Valnorn in Dwarven. And you guys can definitely see that it looks like there is the same sort of system of frayed ropes, iron pulleys, and stone counterweights that allows the dusty planks of the box to go up and down this shaft as well. Off to your right, you can see the corridor goes down about 30 feet and then turns to the left.
So that way.
Cool. As you guys are heading off down that way, you can come to another T intersection where it seems like it goes to the left and it goes to the right. The left hand goes down probably about 10 feet and then turns to the right. The right hand side goes down 60 feet and you can't see what any further than that. It goes past your dark vision. But you see many support beams down that way.
Both ways or just that way?
Just that way.
Oh.
The other way we can only see 10 feet.
Yep, that's also true.
I'll just go to the 10 feet and just look and see what I can see.
Cool. You sort of peek down that way and you see it goes about 20 feet and then it ends at a doorway. It looks like a wooden doorway.
Ooh, a doorway here, you guys.
Alright.
I head up close to it and I kind of look at it from 10 feet away. I'm looking for scorch marks.
Cool. You don't see any on it at all. Yep.
Elliot will also inspect it for traps, and then if it doesn't find any, he'll listen against the door.
Cool. Go ahead and make your trap check. And what are you doing, Alaron?
I'm standing 10 feet away.
Yep.
Watching him check for traps.
Yep. Shrimp and Ariat are at the door. They're sort of probing it, looking at it. What'd you get, Ariat?
I got an 18.
And Shrimp, you did what?
I'm 10 feet away.
All right, Ariat. You do not find any traps with your 15. As you put your ear against the door, something odd happens. It's as if the door seems to shiver, and at that point, as it sort of shivers, a pseudopod shoots out of it and tries to smash you across the head. That's sort of what is happening right
Nice.
now.
We have a always poke policy from now on.
It will do 7 points of damage to you,
Jeez.
and it sticks to you as you are grappled. This door quickly starts to change shape into a large-mouthed creature with pseudopods coming out of it. It's obviously what you know to be a mimic, though behind it is an open corridor, so it does seem like it was pretending to be a real door. And we should roll initiative.
Okay.
What did you get, Ariat?
11. And also, as a
11.
dungeon dev, I took half damage from that. And,
No problem.
actually, does that count as a trap?
It
or
does.
no,
In
it's an
this
attack?
in this sense, it sort of does count as a trap. So don't worry
Okay.
about that. And how about for you, Alaron? What'd you get?
21.
Nicely done. And for Shrimp.
14.
Okay, Alaron, you go first with 21. You're 10 feet away. What would you like to do?
I will run over to it, and it's just stuck on him pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna try to kick the shit out of it. I'm gonna take another flurry of blows.
Okay, go ahead and make your
I'm
attack.
gonna triple strike it. All right, here we go. First attack.
My wife made me a dragon lunch.
Oh, dragon lunch.
Nice. That's awesome.
Very nice.
22.
22 is a success. How much damage do you do?
I'm gonna do roll them all, and I'll give you the damage at the end.
No,
17.
No. How much damage do you
Okay.
do?
How much damage do I do? All right,
Yes.
hold on. I deal 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
I need you to make a
Nice.
strength saving throw as you are
Okay.
stuck to this creature as you hit it with your fist. And you're trying to
Okay.
yank your fist off of it.
I'm proficient in those.
Good.
I didn't roll very good though. 6.
You are stuck to it. You can no longer
Okay.
punch it with that fist anymore. You can, of
That's
course,
fine, I got-
you can, of course, attack it with other parts of your body. But
I got 3 more.
just letting you know, you are now stuck to it.
Did it seem like I hurt it with my damage? Was there
Definitely,
impact?
definitely. You are restrained, by the way.
All right. Does my 3-foot stick count as a? Can I use that as a quarterstaff?
No,
Can I wield it like a quarterstaff?
No.
Does it seem like a?
it is a
Quarterstaff
it is a
lead?
club.
That's fine. Club works.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll pull that out and I'll just whack it.
Make your attack.
22.
22 is a success. How much damage do you do?
Clubs are a d6.
Yes, they are.
10 damage.
Nice. Go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Yep. Better. Unnatural 20.
Awesome. You're easily able to rip your club off of it. Are you anything else you want to
And
do?
then with my flurry,
Flurry.
I'll hit it again.
Go ahead,
Use the
mate.
same club.
Yep, same club.
Flurry it.
Yeah, you have to use
11
this
is
one.
less good.
A lemon is no good. Its armor class is 12, as a matter of fact. It is the Mimic's turn. It attacks you, good friend Alaron. Hitting armor class of 22, doing 7 points of bludgeoning damage to you, and you are now grappled as it attaches to you. So you're restrained and grappled as you're stuck to it, and a pseudopod is now sort of wrapped around you, as it were.
Has it relinquished area?
No, it seems like it can grapple 2 people at the same time. Shrimp,
All right.
it's your
Shrimp,
turn.
It's all to you.
Shrimp, what would you like to do?
It is my turn. All right. Can I get close? Can I get to it to attack it?
Yes, definitely.
I mean, it's grappling with Alaron here, right? So
It
I
is.
assume I can
Yeah.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of like hold part of it down with my shield.
Nice.
And, like bring my warhammer down over top of Alaron's head,
Go for it.
trying to get off this space. Damn. I rolled a 2. Yeah, that's not going to be.
That will be a
That's not
miss.
going to be a good. Yeah.
Ariat, it is your turn. You are grappled.
Okay, so being grappled, what can I do again? Can I
Your speed is 0. That's all.
okay.
You can do everything except move.
Sweet. In surprise, I'm like, why do the doors hate me here? And try to untangle myself, kind of in a in a controlled panic sense of trying to disentangle myself from this, try to escape its grapple effectively.
It is it will be an action to escape the grapple. You are more than welcome to make your acrobatics check.
Okay, I will do so. 7.
You're unable to escape the grapple. It is it is Aileron's turn.
I will just keep hitting it with this club, I guess.
Go ahead and make your attacks.
Yeah. 20.
Success. How much damage do you do?
Do 6 damage.
Nice.
Anyone else want to save?
You do.
Strength save?
It's
20 is the strength
Success.
save to wrench
You
my
yank it
club
off.
free. I'm gonna hit him again.
Yep.
The same club. I'm just gonna.
Die, mimic! Die!
It is.
Die!
I can use it. It is a monk weapon. I do get to add my.
Oh, I
dexterity,
know.
so
I get it. No,
I'm
I
hitting it
I
somewhere
know.
important.
Yeah.
I'll find someone
Yeah.
like in the eye or something.
Yeah,
but it's
you're wailing
It's
on
really
it.
not very graceful. 18 to hit.
Success. Its armor class is 12. Yeah, you're
7
thrashing
damage.
it. You have bloodied it at this point, as sort of
And
ichor is
I
starting to
rolled a
come out of
10
it.
strength save.
Then that means that your club is now stuck to it.
Ah,
Are you letting the club
Fine.
go?
I will hold on to the club
Holding
for now.
on to the
I mean,
club
I'm
for
already
now.
stuck to this thing, right? It's already like.
Its
glommed onto me.
pseudopod whips out at you. You are stuck to it. It misses you though.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm
Actually,
small.
no. You're restrained, so it has advantage to hit you. So you do take 7 bludgeoning damage as it smashes you in the face.
Ow, that hurts. That hurts my face.
And it is your turn, Shrimp.
I am even more erratic and trying to attack it. And yes, success. I rolled a 20. 20 to hit.
20 to hit is a success. How much damage?
11.
11
points of damage.
Please describe for us how you defeat this creature.
I reach for Aileron's hand with the club, and I wrench it off, and I beat it with the club as I also bring down my warhammer straight into its door face.
Yes.
I don't know what it looks like.
Well, it's a mimic, so it's
Right,
basically
yeah.
it's basically just a huge
It's like a purple blob.
purple blob with a huge mouth of teeth and a tongue and pseudopods coming out of it. So you're just like smashing it in the mouth and in the face, and it's basically just sort of bleh, like dies, and it stops being sticky. And indeed, you guys have defeated the mimic. Well done. You can see it was indeed standing in place of a door, and it's at a T intersection. There's a left and a right.
Can we get unstuck pretty easily?
Yeah, you're unstuck
Not instead?
immediately upon its death.
Sweet. Era is entirely very frustrated, so kicking the mimic and taking his frustrations out. Stupid mimic doors.
Do you guys maybe want to rest here, or should I just like throw this healing potion down my gullet?
I could probably use a short rest as
Indeed. It seems like your group is pretty beat up, and now would be a good time to take a short rest. You're not sure where you are in the Mines of Madness, deep or not so deep. You are turned around and lost, that is for sure, and that is where we're going to end for tonight.
All right.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Ken.
My
Thank you.
pleasure. And thanks, everybody
Thanks so much.
who tuned in. We really appreciate it. I'm Ken Breeze, Burling's Beard. You can find me on Twitter, on Instagram. I have a blog, and of course on the Twitch channel. We're going to be doing definitely more D&D. We're going to finish Minds of Madness, hopefully with the same crew, and definitely look forward to more streaming from us. We'll do some Darkest Dungeon, Vidya games, and we'll probably do some Star Wars role-playing as well in the future. I will introduce my players once again. They were awesome. We have Timothy Pickett as Shrimp, Tim, anything you want to plug? Any shows or anything going on in your area?
No, I'm afraid that I don't have anything to plug right now. but
All
thank you for the
right.
opportunity.
Well, we look forward to hearing your voice on stage again sometime soon. Nathan, you and I game together a lot. You're here in Brooklyn with me. You
Yep.
played Alaron tonight. Thanks. Anything you want to plug? Anything going on in your life?
I don't have anything especially cool. I'm on Twitter at twitter.com/Luke Ratil. I'm also a software developer. I have a lot of cool stuff up at github.com/Luke Ratil. That's pretty much.
Awesome. And you're running games right now at the 20-sided store, isn't that right? I think it is right. But anyways, and last but not
I'm sorry,
least,
it just cut out for me. I'm
no
sorry.
problem. No problem. And last but not least, but Scott Patterson playing Ariat. Scott, anything going on in your life you want to let anybody know about?
Beginning of the show, I started a blog, entropicdreams.com.
Oh yeah,
How to set gaming in Japan.
That's
introducing
right.
some games here and talking about experiences I've had here, role playing and a lot of games in general, actually.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's right. That blog is really cool. Well, thanks for playing, you guys. I really appreciate it. We'll look forward to having you guys on again. And also, just in case anybody didn't know or you're interested, this Saturday, the 29th of April, 2017, is International Tabletop Day. I'm sure there'll be a bunch of events going on at your local tabletop game stores, so check them out. If you are in the Brooklyn area, come out to 20-Sided Store. We'll be rocking games for 8 hours straight, so that should be fun. Okay, you guys, time for me to go to bed. But thanks again, everybody.
Thank you,
Have a
guys.
good night.
Thanks, everybody.
Twitch.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Had a great time. Good night.
Until next time, in the Beard Mines.
The beard.